Good morning,
Good morning.
Paula. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
In person.
Yes, nice to be here.
Today we are presenting 4 of your works, and they are a series, I think, of these 3. They are a part of a series of works on the same subject, I think, and they are connected to the concept of this exhibition. I would like that you tell us about colors, technique, and concept behind these works.
Okay. Yes, I have been a professor for many years teaching figure drawing. So I do a lot of figure drawing, a lot of gestural drawing in my classes. And in what I like to do is have the model move, because I like the movement of a figure. I like the compositions that a moving figure makes. I like dance.
They're dancing,
okay.
Yes.
And so these sort of combinations of drawing a figure as it's moving, the compositions that it makes inform my paintings. I take the paintings from my drawings. And I live in a place where it has a botanical garden of nature, and I combine the figures with nature. I find the contrasting elements of the nature and the figure wonderful. I'm always looking for excuses for contrast. For example, the apples, why not? It was my excuse.
But this is a vision, these dresses? Or
it's realistic, it's fantasy, it's expressionistic. It's been called all 3 things, okay? And this particular piece is done in oil, and this particular piece took years to finish, because I did it once, years ago, in the United States. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. It's kind of a rural area. It is not New York City. And I taught in Mississippi for many years. I brought this painting with me. These were done in France, where I live now, but I brought this painting with me. I was never quite happy with it, and I finished it here in France. So that's kind of the origin of this piece. It's like right now I'm working on what I call a never-ending painting. It's doing the same thing.
The sense of movement, it's connected to the concept of time too inside your works. Movement,
time, the figure. This one has an origin of a Greek myth of Persephone, or Persephone, okay, coming into the garden 6 months a year. And I've done a lot with a Greek myth in the background. Actually, that crown is taken from Fortuna. But this particular repeated form again, a flying form, the feathers on the figure, also referring to the flight of the birds. And this, my little stamp I made with the roses coming into the garden. And there's some little wings under their arms too. Okay, and but anyway, this has the basis of a myth. This one's done in acrylic.
Okay.
Okay, and this is also acrylic. I use loads of media. Different media. I've been painting for over 50 years. I've got a lot of stuff, and I use a lot of stuff.
Where are you based, you said?
Where have I been? Okay. Well, I'm from Tennessee originally.
Okay.
And I've taught in Mississippi, which is very close. And these are all very musical places as well. And my husband's a musician, and I've been around a lot of music.
There is music inside your paintings too.
A lot of dance.
There is music.
Yes, a lot of movement. And he plays a piano at shows sometimes. If you had a piano, you would hear it going. But yes, and then I retired as a professor. Moved here. I've been working in France since 2013, but I moved there in 2015. Retired and then moved here. Brought all my studio, the whole lot here.
Wow.
Yeah. I live in Marnay-sur-Seine, a little town outside of Paris, about 1 hour from Paris. And it's only 250 people. But I have a nice studio. It's right on the river.
So it's a peaceful place.
And we swim in the river. We have a little beach on the upper area of the Seine. And people are swimming right now. I can guarantee you they're in that river swimming because it's hot. Wonderful. But it's a wonderful. We get in the river and we swim the currents. We ride the currents. And we have spots we can get out. If you don't get out, you end up in Paris. Okay. But that's what inspired this piece right here. The people jumping off and diving into the water.
And what about it?
This, working in the garden. People are always working in their gardens. Whoops. Come here. Okay. People are always working in their gardens. And I work in my garden. I have I love the way everybody has these beautiful gardens in Italy as well. And so I'm very inspired by that. I can never get a garden going where I used to live. But this is actually one figure as she was working in the garden. I just repeated it over and over again for the sake of composition, for the sake of making a good painting. People say, well, what are you doing? I said, what I really want to do is good painting. Bottom line, make a good painting, okay? You're always going to absorb what's around you. You're always going to draw from that garden. I'm always going to draw from my experience. And since I am a person, I always feel like doing people. But I mean,
yes,
people are
it seems like
what I do. And so anyway, that's what this is a watercolor. It's actually got some other stuff in it, but it's basically a watercolor. Yeah.
It's really interesting talking with you, and I repeat that the sound and the movement and this sense of, this peaceful sense of time that goes between our bodies and the nature that surrounds us.
Oh yeah.
With its colors and with all the other elements that compose our earth. Yeah. It's really a nice combination in your works.
Yeah, that's, you know, I've been working over 50 years, a long time. I've got a lot of work, a lot of work
it's
behind
visible.
me. Yeah.
A lot of experience. Thank you again, Paula.
Thank you. Thank you.